Hey guys, this is Fierce SSJ, and today I am actually going to be voicing over this gameplay that is playing, of course, of the Cell Max event with the Special Pose team. This was undeniably the hardest and most frustrating challenge I've done. Just solely because we are basically blitzing through the phases with hardly any of the units stacking or being built up, which makes this run extremely difficult. And with me doing so many countless attempts just to complete the stage, and with Cell either being like, I don't know, close to 2 bars or less of his health, or I barely just take 1 of his health bars. And I'm just gonna be explaining what's going on and how I'm trying to set up my rotations. So this rotation I brought in, of course, the Gammas, both Gamma 1 and 2, Raccoon and Guldo, and Jason Birder. And I actually brought in this right here, this guy, the free-to-play intelligence Ginyu. I did bring in AGL Ginyu, but we are just unable to prioritize every unit and have them built up. And by the end of the beginning of the third phase, I either get like 1 stack or no stacks with AGL Ginyu, and Ginyu's taking like close to 300k per normal. And it's really difficult building up every single unit. But you see Gamma 2, I got an attack with him. In the first rotation, we're having Raccoon and Goldo and Gamma 1 just build up as much. We're just trying to get them built up as fast as we can, because we're going to be majority like one-phasing these turns. And second turn, we have Gamma, as Cell was like close to 1 bar health. We had to have Gamma 2 get his attacks in. Right now on this turn we have Gamma 1 and 2, and of course we're throwing Gamma 1 in the beginning. We want him to build up as fast as we can too, because this is his last turn of having that intro buff. And then as well, we want Gamma 2 to build up his attacks and start to build up his crit mechanic, and also his we want him to do 5 attacks, so he has that great chance to launch an additional super attack, which is going to be extremely important for that final phase of Cell. Once we build up that his crit counter up to, I believe it's 50%, he could like triple super and then triple crit once his buff is finally off. So this time we have Raccoon. Actually not Raccoon. We have Birder and Jace. And unfortunately, I do get locked in at slot. Gamma 2 does get locked in slot 2, but I let it play out just because I don't want to use the Senzu Bean, just because it is up to pure chance whether or not we do get locked. And at the moment, I let the turn right out, and we are just hoping that Cell does not super in the middle. This is what, again, there we go. And I did build my Birder and Jace with full dodge. Just, their whole mechanic is just dodging, which is why I went that route. I mean, I give him like a bit of additionals too, but more so dodge. So, yeah, I have them in slot 1 to dodge any upcoming attacks. They are my slot 1 on this rotation. Gamma 2 here is also building up, of course, with his intro. Right, this friend Gamma 2 this is his final turn of that intro buff. So you'll see him do multiple attacks, and he's building up that crit. And of course, I did bring that into Ginyu. Honestly, it's not as bad. He's taking the damage. I mean, you're taking quite a lot of damage, but I mean, we're living compared to AGL Ginyu. Unfortunately, we did get locked at the end on this phase, and Right here, I am like, I did bring in the SSR of Birder and Jace too, and that was one thing I forgot to mention too. I also built them full dodge, and it is up to pure chance again if they do dodge or not. And they are taking like 200k per normal. And right here, I'm kind of like deciding whether or not to risk and to dodge all of Cell Max's attacks, his normal and a potential super at the beginning. There were multiple times where they did dodge. A majority of the times they did not dodge. Either they took multiple normals and then dodged a super, or did dodge a super but took too many normals, which unfortunately killed us in the on the run. But I stick to my guns. I throw Gamma 1 in slot 1 with no intro buff. It's already gone. He's fully built up with a 50% damage reduction. And I just let these two go to town, and I do risk having Gamma 2 in slot 2 just to have both Gammas fully powered up. Unfortunately, we did get super here, and right here I'm like extremely like, I'm going crazy. I'm like, okay, we've survived. If we didn't link up both Gammas together, we would have died. But yeah, and right here at my Gamma 2 is actually fully built up right here. So that's a second super, and he should fully have his 50% crit up. And I think he gets another super in. Okay, yeah, that's another. I think that's the 70% chance. So that is his 5th attack right there. Unless he does another one, I can't remember. Okay, yeah, that was his 70% chance. Yeah, but it is up to Gamma to whether he goes crazy or we do, like, he does not, and then he takes like 100 to 200k per normal. But yeah, he did take double damage. That is impressive. Mine is I only have one dupe, so he's like 79%. Okay, this rotation was insanely scary. I was debating whether to have both the Ginyu Force units to be on the first slot to deal the damage and at least stack defense, but I'm like thinking, I'm just deciding, no, we have to finish off Cell. We need to at least, I need to let Gamma to just pop off and hopefully end this run as fast as we can. And right here, I'm a little like, you know, hesitant. I'm worried. I'm going crazy, and we get a crit with that. We get an additional super, which is amazing, of course, with Gamma 2 having those extra buffs. We do not finish here, and I'm scared that those two attacks are supers. We took one normal, but we're fine. We get a super from these guys, of course, and I'm scared that they only super once. But we did get an additional super. And, oh my goodness.
Finally! He's down.
I'm in shambles of how that went. This was by far one of the most difficult stages, and like one of my most attempted runs. But yeah, that is the Cell Max event. Honestly, Gamma 2, having Gamma 2 just build up and just go crazy was one of the most like insanely tasks to do, just because you don't have that much time. Other than that, this has been Fierce SSJ, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.